When you think of the most iconic magazine in the world, no matter who you are or your interests, Vogue magazine almost always comes to mind. Even if you have no interest in the fashion industry, this periodical has covered some of the biggest issues and controversies of modern age. It has made a huge impact on our society and the way that we look at the fashion industry as a whole. It's not just the magazine that is renowned, but the faces behind the magazine that have stood out as well. The editor-in-chief, Anna Wintour, is a fashion mogul who has paved the way for many like her in the industry. She is known as strong and independent, but has let cameras go behind the scenes through documentaries such as the September issue and see her at her most intimate moments. However, you can't think of Ms. Wintour and not think of the acclaimed book and movie, The Devil Wears Prada, which is rumored to be written based on her industry reputation. Then you have people such as Grace Coddington, the creative director of the magazine, who has seamlessly pulled together the creative strategy that has made the magazine so well known. There is nothing like it that exists anywhere in the world. Every month, fashion lovers ponder over the question, who will be on the cover this month and why? We almost always expect it to be a celebrity that is currently in the limelight, but Vogue always takes things a step further. There is always a reason that the person on the cover is there, and Vogue captures them at their most important moments, making a statement month after month. Vogue is always ahead of the curve, and you can bet that you will learn something important from whomever's face graces the cover each month. They will be important because Vogue says so. Photographed by David Bailey, this cover looks boring to say the least, but was momentous if you know the story behind the cover. Up until this point, this had been a predominantly geared towards women magazine, but when Helma Berger appeared on the cover alongside Marissa Berenson in 1970, he was the first man to ever grace the cover of Vogue magazine. Since then, this decision has opened the doors and brought many huge figures such as Elton John and Manolo Blahnik to the cover. This cover was beyond popular simply because of the controversy that accompanied it. It became a media frenzy when rap star Kanye West befriended Vogue editor-in-chief Anna Wintour, and she was spotted sitting front row at his New York City concert. Once he started dating reality star Kim Kardashian and they had a baby together, the rest went down in history. It is said that Mr. West petitioned and pleaded for him and his bride to get a spot on the cover of this historical magazine, and he won. It was almost a spectacle in the media because so many people disagreed, not deeming them Vogue-worthy. This well-known cover featured 10 of the most well-recognized and established models in the world, including Cindy Crawford and Christy Turlington, among many others, who have all been featured in past covers of the magazine. It was highlighted with a white background, and the models all dressed in white for this April issue that celebrated Vogue's 100th anniversary in the most beautiful way imaginable. This image on the cover marked something very momentous for Vogue, and they did it with many women who had been there through thick and thin with them along the way. When Barack Obama was elected President of the United States, it was a first for many things. Among many firsts, one of them was the First Lady, Michelle Obama, gracing the front cover of Vogue magazine. Since the Kennedys, it had been a while since we had a presidential couple in the limelight, treated almost as if they were celebrities, following their every move. Michelle proudly posed for the cover, as it bared the title "The First Lady the World Has Been Waiting For," and told her story to the world. The cover showed Michelle in a different light and turned her into a person that women could relate to. With a single sweeping brow, a boldly lined eye, cherry lips, and a penciled beauty mark, Patchett appeared on the 1950 January cover of Vogue, subsequently becoming the face of a decade. Like the growing economy and population at that time, the cover hit newsstands with a boom so powerful that a variation of the Patchett stow-eyed look reverberated into the 60s. Coal liner was applied to the lids, not with a carefully drawn flick, but liberally for a smoldering effect to match the daring new 60s style, complete with A-line tailoring and architecturally inspired garments. The soon-to-be Princess of Wales, 20-year-old Lady Diana Spencer, was photographed by Lord Snowdon for the August 1981 cover, the release of which coincided with her wedding to Prince Charles on July 29, 1981. It was just iconic. Vogue also released a celebratory wedding supplement to mark the occasion, which reflected on how it had covered previous royal nuptials. This glorious cover, shot by amazing photographer Irving Penn, marked a time when old Hollywood glamour met modern A-stars and captured that fashionable moment for one of the most purchased magazines in the world. Not to mention that during this time and now, Nicole Kidman is considered Hollywood royalty, one of the elite. The focus on the cover is her simplistic beauty and the complex design of the amazing dress she is wearing. This cover was done during a time when Vogue was a little bit different, as it was less about Photoshop and more about actually making an artistic front cover. They created many covers using just drawings alone, and this one is so iconic because it mixed the two mediums to create something very original and unique. In modern day, we tend to focus more on who the person is on the cover and what they will be wearing and base the wow factor on those aspects, while back in 1954 they got people's attention in other ways. This picture is so crisp and clean, it could almost be an illustration. For me, it's the height of style. I love how she's not even staring at you, she's so confident. And I love the necktie, tied so carefully. It's majestic. In a first to mark the 20th century's midway point, Vogue opted for the simplicity of a black and white cover. For me, this is the greatest magazine cover of all time, not just Vogue. I've been looking at a lot of the wartime issues of Vogue recently, and this is just amazing. I can't even imagine what it was like to live through nightly bombing raids, how fearful people must have been for the future. The simplicity of this image, conceived by Vogue's art director James de Holden Stone, with the beautiful colors, the calm skies. It really offers a moment of peace after chaos. And we reached the end of the video, so here is our list. If you have other suggestions, please share your opinions with us in the comment section, and also consider clicking the like and subscribe buttons for more content to come, and see you next time.